how they can say like, well, because of the things that you're saying, you're causing people to go out and kill people. And that's what Esau's going to do. You're inciting violence by preaching the Bible.
I'll tell you, you're going to go to war with Iran.
Yeah.
But you're going to war with Iran.
But you're going to war with Iran, though. Yeah. Motherfucker, you're inciting violence. You are the violence. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his word, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together. Damn. So anybody that's even down with the seed of evildoers is going to get destroyed. It's like the scripture that says that if the blind lead the blind, they're both going to fall into the ditch.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Okay? Oh, that other one. And he that is clean among them shall be thrust through.
Yeah.
And that's talking about you Jakes, you so-called black Hispanics, Native Americans that are going to try to make yourself ally with this devil. So think as though he's going to protect you from Yahweh. Yahweh's going to fuck his ass up, man. And then you will be right there fucked up too.
Oh man, he's going to be standing on top of the chariot.
Hey, bro, you always bring that up, too. He'll be on top of the chariot.
You really want to go against that guy?
I'm good.
There's Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
Esau, he gonna cry there bitterly.
Yeah.
He got all these, the way he bullies these nations, he's a mighty man. But when the Lord comes back, the Lord gonna bully his ass, man. He's gonna cry there bitterly.
Without hand. You
Lift up the sword. Yeah.
Oh, the one that gets me is nothing could be perceived with all these.
It was like smells. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, God.
But an instant. This is in the middle of a multitude.
Just imagine like thousands of fighter jets and multi-purpose aircraft going at them and everything. They gonna bring everything they got. Because they don't, to them it's alien invasion. So it's gonna be sidewinder missiles, laser all that, rail guns, everything they got. They gonna try to. It's just gonna be like.
The nations are gonna think it's Independence Day.
Yep. That's just right. They're gonna be fighting World War III. Be like, oh shit. They're gonna stop fighting each other and try to fight you outside.
I always think about the metal slug.
Metal slug, yeah.
Yeah, metal slug. The nations are fighting against each other, and then the UFOs come and they all look up and go, ah! They start blasting out the UFOs.
They start fighting each other and they start shooting at the chariots.
Yep.
The chariots are just hovering over them shooting lasers. Which is what's gonna happen.
Chariots, they got force fields.
Yeah. The chariots are gonna eat it all up, man.
He's like, it depends though. They have the force field. Shot a big cat, it was still there.
Because it says in Ezekiel, when it talks about the angels of Ezekiel, it said wherever the living creature was to move, the wheel moved because the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel. So they were controlled. So these things are controlled by the angel. Because they can do whatever he wants to do.
Esau knows that because I remember, the fake Roswell, New Mexico chariot things. Esau said when he found the chariots, that all that was in the chariots was like a plate for the alien to put its hands there, like he would control with its mind. And Esau knows that. That's true. That the chariots, the angels control the chariots just with their spirit. They just think and it doesn't. How else can the chariot move so quick like the angel wants it to, dodging missiles? Dodging Iran.
Oh yeah.
Because it said that it turned not when they went. They turned not when they went. So they fly forward to the side and just be looking at you the whole time, just maneuvering around.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, man.
Yeah, we seen the chariots before and they move. They could do.
They did. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
You can't explain it. They can move in like twisters, man. They can disappear and reappear. They can teleport. They can grow, they can shrink themselves. They can ascend and descend. Things that Esau can't do. Esau
especially can't do it if there's a flock of geese around.
Yeah, but they can.
Get a goose in the propeller and fucking the whole operation goes to shit. Mayday!
He's got the most expensive plane in the world, and it got taken down by a tiny bird that went in the intake. They had to land it because a little tiny bird went in there.
Was it a bone?
It's a herring. There's a lot of seems to be a lot of bird activity on today. Better be careful, boys.
All that millions and millions of dollars is gone to shit.
Hey, you already know the Lord's laughing.
Well, the Lord made it happen.
But yeah, he said, watch, I'm gonna fuck this whole shit up with her.
Yeah, it even says in the scriptures that a sparrow won't fall out of the sky unless it goes on.
Yeah. So he told that little bird, he's like, I got a mission for you.
Yeah.
Go do this.
That bird was happy to do that shit.
Yeah. That bird was like, what?
I'm coming for you.
That will fuck up the day up.
Think about it, man. Just a little bird.
The bird, man. And you think about it, the Lord can do is the things that the Lord can do is impressive.
Well, the Lord, it's actually recorded in the scripture that the Lord is actually going to have actual birds eat these people up, man.
Yep.
Oh, the beast for the beast.
Yeah. The slaughter, the feast of the Lord. The Lord's Supper, what is it called?
I think it's Ezekiel 39:16.
Yeah.
It actually said actual birds to eat you people. It says that they should eat the flesh of captives, bro. Talking about your generals, your high government officials. You're gonna get eaten up by birds, man.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
I didn't hear anything about peace. Go ahead,
This Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 17. And thou, son of man, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, speak unto every feathered fowl and to every beast of the field. Assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you. Even a great sacrifice of the mountains of Israel, that you may eat flesh and drink blood. You shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, all of the fatlings of the shark. And you shall eat fat till you be full, and drink blood till you be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you.
And the Lord said that one of the things that He was going to be bringing was a wild beast. And even when you go back to when the northern kingdom was taken out, and then the heathen, the Babylonians, you have Babylonians that were put in that land. The Lord sent wild beasts, lions, to just go through and gobble people up. Man.
Even before that, with the Philistines, he sent hornets after them. Remember?
Hornets? Yeah, that's vicious, man.
He sent hornets after them.
This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell, and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Man. Serpents, scorpions.
All these pythons, they're going to be choking the shit out of you. Then you're going to have cobras and rattlesnakes biting the hell out of people, man.
Anacondas.
You ain't gonna be in that, what's that wrestler's name? Jake the Snake Spear, where you tame snakes and shit. They're gonna be biting the shit out you, man.
Yeah, because the main thing that keeps animals away, noise, cars, lights, when there's no gas and there's no electricity, the animals are just gonna then there's gonna be dead people in the streets.
Oh yeah, they go on there.
You're gonna have predatory animals out here.
And since you mentioned predatory animals, there's no blood.
There's no blood. You know, it got.
So what does that mean?
Exactly. They don't smell that box juice.
Pack of wolves hungry and shit, looking for something, find a bunch of fat women on their periods, man. That can't run, can't hide. You know, it's a cold reality, man.
Yeah, even these solitary predators like pumas and mountain lions. You know, the elder Malcolm brought out where they're being they're starting hunting in packs, and they're solitary predators, and they're vicious by themselves. Now imagine packing these.
Hey, that's gonna happen in that day, man.
Yep.
I mean, I don't go too graphic. You know the graphic details about a lot of things that's gonna happen that people are oblivious to.
There's no need to be graphic. You know, because I mean, if you had half a brain, you could think about it yourself.
Or watch a movie.
Watch a movie, or, you know, whatever, man. Really, if you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. scriptures that men's wives shall be ravished in the street.
This is before their eyes.
Before their eyes. Children being dashed to pieces. These are the types of judgments that are coming upon the earth, man, brought to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh God, in which a lot of you people claim to worship, but you really don't know.
I was going to say that's a minuscule part of what's really going to happen. Small into the whole scheme of things.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through. Every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, everybody's going to get the hell away from Esau. Alright, go ahead.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Yeah, and it says, happy are those that dasheth thy little ones to pieces. So these people that's going to be doing these things are actually going to take pleasure in doing it.
Yeah, because when you act out, when you have actions that go your way, it releases endorphins, man. It releases endorphins and different types of euphoric chemicals in your brain. You know, that's why when people go and they fight, like boxers and whatnot, and they win, and after they're like, because all them endorphins, all that chemicals got released, man, are getting released.
That's why serial killers can't stop serial killing. That's why child predators can't stop predatory.
It's like when you're racing your car.
Yeah.
You get those endorphins, adrenaline.
You know, you kill somebody, that's like, bro, super demons. Super demons. You know, them motherfuckers, when they do that stuff, they feel fantastic. So they feel so good that they can't wait to do it again. After they murder somebody, they're just thinking about their next damn murder.
This is verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which will not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Yeah, all these people that, you know, you got these mighty men, American soldiers, man. Those are the young men that are going to be dashed to pieces.
Oh, they know it too. Like I was mentioning, one soldier that's stationed over there right now is like, all you people are laughing and making jokes about World War III. We're out here. Some of us ain't coming back home.
None of you are. When that goes off, whoever's over there, you stay in there, man.
And the scripture says the mighty men of Babylon that were born to fight, they will remain in their holds. They ain't gonna come out to Memphis, man.
No, but they're still gonna get fucking bombed.
Them shit's gonna get struck. You know?
That's the first thing that's gonna take place.
They're gonna be scared shitless, man.
If you are over there, your ass is grabbed, bro. You better get out of there while you can. If you can.
Go AWOL. It says their eyes shall not spare children.
Their eyes shall not, because you got families over there.
Well, it says that their bows. Also, these nukes, when they're shot, the nukes aren't going to return back because there's a little jungle right there. The nuke's going to destroy that city and that jungle, man. You know?
For a child in these days, you had to be wicked. Because you're defenseless.
That's not true because the man Lord got you.
No, I'm talking about like in that situation, you know?
Well, I mean, everybody. Really, everybody's helping him now. Ain't nobody able to defend himself. Esau can't fucking defend himself. Russia can't defend himself. So the Lord's coming to take the spoil. He said the saints of Yahweh shall take the kingdom. All these nations, all of the wicked are defenseless. That's why it tells you not to be afraid of these people, because the Lord is against them. Oh, they're wicked. They're wicked. Really, what's the way, you know? How are you going to be afraid of somebody that's you know the Lord is going to destroy? Ain't no point in that. That's why you go into Romans and it talks about, you know, you are inexcusable, thou that judgest another will do us the same. The whole world is going to judge us.
Yeah. But here it is, look at what they're doing.
But here it is, look at Esau, here comes Esau to condemn us.
Yeah.
But here it is, look at what you're doing. So you are inexcusable.
That dude is literally crimson like his flesh. This guy just living is iniquity. That's his life. His life revolves around being wicked.
You don't want to do nothing right, man.
No.
That's why you don't have free energy or free gas, free anything, man.
Or actual medicine.
Or actual medicine, or actual food, actual water.
These other countries, man, they got free health care. If something happens to them and they can't pay the hospital, the government of these countries pay for it for free. Here it is, if you got money here in America, they give you the least amount of medical attention and throw your ass out of the hospital. They don't care if you die within an hour after.
Well, the coolest thing about it is that you're paying for insurance year round. You know, you got a monthly bill for insurance. And then when you actually need what you've been paying for, they don't want to give it to you.
Yeah. Or they'll give you the shittiest part of it. They'll give you the shittiest doctors, the shittiest medicines.
Yeah. The shit is the tail is.
Yeah.
Thou art the tail and not the head. There it is. Esau gets a scratch.
Yeah.
Thank God they're bringing him in a wheelchair.
Yeah, some of these good ones don't even deal with American healthcare. They go to Mexico.
Yeah. I know a few people like that.
So I heard Mexico's healthcare medical system is better.
That's why you got MFers like you gotta take it down.
Stone cold dead.
But it's cheaper down there. Women be going up down there and get plastic surgeries and stuff.
Get their booty bubbles.
Yeah, Botox and booty bubbles.
You don't even got fucking real hair here.
Nah.
Oh, it's one of the most polluted states.
What is it? Horsehair? Fake hairs?
Horsehair?
Hair.
Oh, air. Yeah. Oh, well, when you look it up, it's only like 5% oxygen. And the rest of it is like thorium and gas and all that other shit. You're only breathing in like small percentage of actual air.
You're dealing with a guy that knowingly sprays poison in his own fucking hair. You gotta be the devil to do that, bro.
That's why it says that he is at his death.
You really gotta be the devil to do that. poisoning the water.
This is the devil.
Yeah, go ahead.
Amos chapter 7, verse 17. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh by swinging outside. Thy wife shall be a harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword.
Look at what's going on, man. These women just do whatever they. There's no order at all. That's why in the scriptures it said we live for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. Right? Because we want the world to be governed by Yahweh side, not by Esau's madness. Esau don't know how to run anything. Look at this shit, it's all busted up, broken down, and wicked as hell. Homeless people everywhere starving and fighting for food and shit, man. Women out here just like, the majority of these women now are just harlots, bro, like straight up. Just be on cam girl sites and shit. Sugar babies. They'll have a husband, but they'll have some old dude that they're dealing with, giving them money. Sugar daddy, that's why it says sugar baby. They actually have a goddamn website now where you can, these women can sign up to be a sugar baby. And men, the older men can sign up to be a sugar daddy. They'll hook you up.
That's like one of the top religious sites.
That's all tenders. Tenders are worth the most. Women just stepping out on their that's a stressful environment.
One of the worst case scenarios.
Yeah, that's why I said you shall wear out the same. Everybody's going out, bro. There's too much wickedness, man. That's why I said the love of many shall wear its cold. That's why nobody trusts each other. Nobody wants to talk to each other. Nobody wants to deal with one another. Yeah? Don't even want to look at each other. They just want to. Or that too. Too much wickedness, man. Go ahead.
It says, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land.
Damn.
And Israel shall surely go into captivity before his land.
We're in captivity. If you weren't in captivity, you would be sovereign.
Where we are licensed to do all types of
Yeah, permits, licenses.
Yep. You gotta get a license just to go hunt. You gotta buy a tag for each animal you plan to kill. Whether you kill it or not, you still gotta cough up like $70 a tag.
Isn't it really in some law or even the Constitution that you have the right to free travel?
Yeah.
So they violated that.
Yeah, because when you drive a car, all you have to do is say I'm traveling. These sons of devil would be like, no.
The cops do wickedness all the time.
All the time. Steal your stuff.
Caesar forfeiture or something? What's the term?
Civil forfeiture.
Yeah, you can have like, okay, you go on traveling on a trip, you might want to just bring cash. Say you have 5,000. Some people got his, but he just bought, no, he had money to go buy, I think a grill or something for his restaurant. When he went down there, he got pulled over and cops took all his money. Then he couldn't get the grill for his restaurant.
Yep. Cops do that shit all the time, bro. Traffic stops. That's against the law. But everybody and their mom will stop for like a checkpoint. Nobody will question it. But literally, that's illegal.
Yeah, when you try to question it,
They'll bust your window and throw you outside.
resistance. Like,
Yeah.
your body's natural instinct is to like seize up and try to protect itself, but that's resistance.
Like if If the cops came up right now and asked me for my ID, by this country's laws, I can tell him because I'm not. Unless he can give me a reason why he needs my ID,
The word you say is it might be detained.
yeah.
They have to answer that.
If they say no, fucking need my ID for them. But Esau is a devil, so he could pull his gun at you, point it at your face, tell you that you're resisting, call him back up, and this guy keeps putting his hands in his pocket.
Was thank you for obstruction of his business. Like you're obstructing his business. We already need to go to jail. No, us being wise, the scripture say you agree with your adversary. We didn't do nothing wrong, so just listen to man. And,
There's nothing to worry about.
yeah.
Well, that's a scripture, that's a Romans, where it says that if you doing something wrong, then yeah, you should be worried when the cops roll up on you.
Yeah.
You're doing some shit.
Well, it says that he is for your good.
Yeah.
Talking about the powers that be.
Yeah, but if you in the right, then you don't got nothing to worry about.
There's an account in Fresno where you got a cops just sticking out some guy's house like several nights, just out there, and he was scared for his life or whatever. He had the video camera showing the cops just chilling off in front of his house, and he ended up dead. He ruled it a suicide. The whole time he was saying that I'm trying to kill him.
Well, you dropped the video, that video that you put up. All the cops came up to that dude's house. He had little kids screaming and crying and shit.
Yeah, there was a video that they posted on a World Star, and I had to record it, and then the next day they took it off, but I had to record on my computer, and cops came to some Jake's house, and apparently somebody called the cops, but nobody in the town called the cops. So they came in, he didn't want to open the door, they came with a tank, all kinds of SWAT team, hella people, and they tried to drag him out the house.
Sometimes you got cops that are trying to raid the wrong house and they're killing the wrong people. You hear that all the time, man.
The one that I never forget, bro, is they killed this 4-year-old girl, man.
Shoot that girl.
Yeah.
The flashbang?
Yeah. That shit made me, man. I hope everybody that was involved with that raid, their whole lives got I hope all of them are fucking dead or living on the goddamn street of squalor, man. That shit's fucked up.
That's right.
Well, some places you can't even harvest rainwater.
Yeah, they'll come and raid this shit.
Or have a garden.
Or have a garden.
Yeah.
Because if you have, say you got like a big backyard, and you got grow houses, you grow vegetables and stuff like that, they'll come and jack you up for that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There was a dude on YouTube doing that. He had a garden, and he was just growing the vegetables. And one day the cops came to his house. They were like, "What is all this?" And they pretty much questioned him. And they seen a light in like the back of his one of his houses. And they were like, "What's that light for?" So he showed him. They were like, "Why do you have all these grow lights and whatnot?" Because he grows indoor fruit too.
Yeah.
And they I guess they taxed him, or they took him to court or something. But yeah.
They'll jack you up for growing food, man.
For growing food.
Yep.
That's the devil, bro. That's why this guy's gotta go.
People believe this is the land of the free. This is the land of the free. Okay.
It's just free for Esau to be a demon.
Yeah, free for him to
Oppress you.
use that corruption.
Yeah.
To be corrupt.
Just be a demon. To use you as a slave.
Yep.
What's the scripture? Rule the people and wrath through the... Oh, that's what Isaiah.
Isaiah 14.
He who ruled the people in wrath.
Ruled the nations in wrath with a continual stroke.
Shall
Look
no
it up.
Yeah, you don't stop.
But hey, it's better is the end of the thing, man.
That's right.
Because he's going to have to do double. Yeah. You get double trouble.
It's Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, which that's Esau. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. That's where the time that we're getting ready, you see the Lord is stretching his hand out against the Edomites, which is why America's getting ready to go into World War III, which is going to be a nuclear destruction, in which America's going to get totally wiped out. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Shah. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
You got that long-lasting hatred for something that he did.
Yeah.
He sold his birthright. He got finessed out of it, but he was being faithless.
Yeah, he was being a demon.
He was being a demon, saying, he's hungry.
He said, what's the point of this birthright?
That right there is like, okay, see?
There you go, see that?
Shouldn't be mad about what's coming and what you know. You selling it. Indian giving it.
Yeah.
As they say.
I want it back. Well, you had that one.
That term is a wicked term anyway. Because the Indians, Native Americans, they give Esau shit. They tried to help his ass, man. Esau that great rob and murder, man.
Yeah. So they speak wickedly concerning oppression. That's why you had that Edomite that was like, thank God that the white people came and civilized the natives.
They were already civilized.
Yeah.
We're the ones that civilized the so-called white man.
Scriptures say that our power is the form of all things. Who could be more civil than
Yeah, for real.
We have laws, statutes, commandments in which you govern the world righteously. Who can possibly be more civil than these people?
And the law, statutes, and commandments were written with the hand of the Most High.
With the finger
of the Most High.
which is that laser from the tree.
So the Most High himself wrote the laws for us to execute.
Yeah, that's why these laws are not permanent. You know? Like they say the Mosaic law, the law of Moses, but really it's not the law of Moses. It's actually the law of the law of the Most High. Moses received it from the Most High. Hey, what did what's the scripture say about Cain and Eve? 1 John 3:12, it says, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one and slew his brother. There's the similarity, the correlation there. That Esau has had a perpetual hatred for Jacob. It says, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one who slew his brother, and wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous. And then it even tells you in Wisdom of Solomon that his ways are clean contrary to our ways. Esau talking about Jacob. And therefore, Esau wants to destroy Jacob for that. That's why the worst thing to happen is for this, Jake to wake up and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments and start preaching righteousness, bro.
That's more powerful than all the nuclear weapons.
Yeah, it's the most. That's what's causing all of this to go down, is that the word is being pushed throughout the earth. So now everybody's seeing the devil for who he is.
Because he knows that accountability. I believe he knows that accountability.
Oh God, yeah.
This is Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Yeah, so that's what's happening, is that the wicked is being found out because the righteous vibration is being pushed into the earth by selfless men that are giving up their lives to do so.
This is an act of mercy.
Yeah. That's what it is. This is of Yahweh.
Power of the Most High.
Yeah, this is the power of the Lord, which is springing up camps, like when you throw seeds on the ground and then flowers just start springing up. Huh?
And great fear fell upon them which saw them. And Esau is terrified that this truth, man. His brother's waking up. Because once the elect is sealed, he knows he's fucked, man. Through. That's why right now he's doing the things he's doing, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. So he's coming down on all these nations with that wrath, that great wrath. Okay? We're close, man. We're close.
No, you
This is Job 27 and 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Yes, well, you got sword and famine coming for you.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death.
Only the elect are going to make it, bro. All right, go ahead.
And his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
It said his widows shall not weep. Edomite women are openly against Edomite men these days.
They won't change.
The whole breed black. There's like a movement. Yeah, Edomite women hate Edomite men because they want to get away from it. They want to get away from their death, you know? Which is funny because the Edomite women aren't going to escape judgment.
Especially for the servant. All the time. It wasn't just Edomite men popping slaves, it was Edomite women too.
I mean, the scriptures do say, like, when we go out to war, and you see amongst the captives a beautiful woman, you know, so that's why they're not going to weep at Esau's demise, because Jacob will be picking the good. Jacob's picking the fine ones out, man. You know, you got brothers with the mentality, I won't deal with you, bro. One for us. You got fine ones, fine big ones.
and the innocent shall divide the silver. He buildeth his house as a moth and as a booth that the keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take hold on him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. The east wind carrieth him away, and he departed.
Joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, and it's already being sucked out.
Yep.
All that the mirth of Babylon is being sucked out.